Hey, week number 2 in the books. What? That's crazy. 2 weeks already with these kiddos, and oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, they're like the sweetest group of kids ever. However, they don't stop talking. Like, literally don't stop talking. They just won't talk, which I wouldn't normally have a problem with, except they cannot talk and do work at the same time. And then it just gets like louder and louder because they're just trying to talk over everybody. I'm like, it's fine. We just need more practice on how to have conversation and get work done at the same time. So for now, we're at a voice level of a 0. They don't like the voice level of a 0. So we're working our way up though. I got some funny kids this year. I got a couple of them that are like seriously hilarious that I have to like watch my face and make sure that I'm not laughing at certain times. Sometimes it's okay to laugh, y'all. Sometimes it's okay to laugh. However, sometimes it's not okay to laugh when, even though what they're saying is really funny, it's not an appropriate time to be saying it. So that's the real struggle that we have today. As I mentioned last week, here in Southern California, it's 5 million degrees. Thankfully it's not as hot as it is in like Arizona, but it's fine, it's still hot. So Monday, we finally were going outside for PE. We're like, yeah, outside for PE, we're doing rotations, all that fun stuff. Literally 10 minutes into PE, they called inclement weather. We just stayed in our teams, brought the kids into the classroom and did Go Noodle because Go Noodle is the best on inclement weather days. Anyway, this one kid was super concerned and she's like, teacher. And I'm like, first off, my name is not teacher, but whatever, it's fine. Teacher, can we bring our backpacks inside? They might melt. I don't think your backpacks are gonna melt. I think they'll be okay outside in the heat for the half an hour that they're gonna be out there. Like, for real. Somehow we came up to the topic of cursive. I think we were doing some note taking. I had my little document camera. We were writing and like 2 of my letters were connected, so like, whoa. But also they're in 5th grade, and the California standard is that in 3rd grade they learn how to write in cursive and read cursive, so let's just note that. So, but like 2 of my letters were stuck together, were connected, and they're complaining that they can't read cursive. I don't know how to read cursive. I'm like, it's not even that hard. It's just literally the same letters with a little bit longer of a line so you can connect them together. But that's besides the point. And he's like, well, cursive is just squiggly lines all smushed together. It's just squiggly lines all smushed together. So when you think you're all fancy writing in your cursive, just remember, it's just squiggly lines all smushed together. So I think this next one is literally my favorite from the entire week. It was really hard not to laugh, and you'll understand in a minute why I had to keep a straight face and I couldn't laugh. But I think this is my favorite one this week. So I had them and we were doing collaborative conversations. So they had their partner and they were talking with their partner, and this one kid is getting so irritated. He's like, oh, stop. And the whole class was like, and they kind of just kept talking, and then he's like, did it again. He was like, stop interrupting me. And so I'm like, well, I go over, I'm like, hey, what's going on? Like, why are we yelling? Like, what's happening? He was like, well, every time I try to talk, he just keeps interrupting me. And I looked at him, I didn't even hesitate, and I looked straight at him and I said, oh, so now you know how I feel when you interrupt me. And the entire class goes, oh. And he's like, oh, I just got toasted roasted. I died, you guys. It was so funny. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. It was so hard it was so hard to keep a straight face. I just got toasted roasted, and he was just like so serious when he said to it, I just got toasted roasted. I was just like, oh, good times, you guys, good times. So this conversation, I think I like walked up it to in the middle of, I don't even know what they're talking about, but he's like, oh yeah, look at these high top Skechers. I looked at his shoes, I was like, those aren't Skechers. Like, they're not even high tops, they were just Nikes. And he's like, well yeah, if you flip the little like check thing, it turns into an S. I don't think that's how that works, but okay, if you just flip the little check thingy, it turns into an S. Bro, no, for real? Like, I was like, I just walked away. I was like, I don't even know how do you even respond to that? I don't know. Well, today, my fun friend who just likes to non-stop talk started singing. He was like, I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world, right? He started singing that, which I was like, oh, fabulous. But those were the only lyrics he knew. He didn't know any of the rest, so I was like, well, at least those are the only lyrics he knows. But this other kid's like, you know, if you think about it, since Ken is Barbie's boyfriend and he's the only man, he's also Barbie's dad. I totally laughed. I was like, what? How do they come up with these things? So after I laughed at this joke, this kid was super excited because he's like, out of all my teachers, you're the only one who has a sense of humor. The other teachers, they're just like, teach, and they don't even let us be funny. But you laugh at our jokes and you let us be funny. You're the only one that has a good sense of humor. I was just like, okay, thanks. Well, that is all I have for this week. You know, nothing much, nothing crazy. Some pretty funny things actually, if we're being honest. But hope you all have a great week, and I'll see you back here next week. Bye.